Hello and welcome to Mastermind Academics. In today's video, I'm going to take you through COMPXM round 1. Remember that COMPXM exam is on, so if you need help in COMPXM or any related exam, text me on the email on the description or on the WhatsApp number and I'll sort you out. Thank you. So currently we are in round 1 of the COMPXM and so we start with the R&D. But before doing any decisions at the moment, we'll have to go first through the report, which is now the COMPXM report or the COMPXM inquiry report before we make our decisions. So this is how it looks like, and our company is Andros. We have an ROAs of 12.3%. This is now the report for the last round. Asset turnover of 1.32, 16.3% of ROA, 1.7 of the leverage, ROE, which is the return on equity of 28.3%, and we have zero emergency loan, and maybe we were leading in profits in the round 0 or maybe in the last round. Sorry, we have the highest sales, meaning we were leading in sales in the last round, which of 163 million. We had profits of cumulative profits actually of 20 million, and maybe you had a contribution margin of 34.2%. So I'm going to take you through each and every segment before we can start making our decisions. So shall start with the thrift segment, which is here, and under the thrift segment we have the expectations here, whereby you can see that here customers expect a price between 14 and 26, a reliability or an MTBF of 14,000, 20,000, ideal positioning, performance of 7.3 and size of 12.7, an edge of 3.0, and all of them have a particular importance. You can see that price has 55% importance, reliability has 20%, ideal positioning has 15%, and lastly the edge has 10% importance. Next is the core customer buying criteria, and core is just a segment in its own. And under the core segment, you can see price is most important, whereby customers need a price of 20 to 32 and it has 46% importance. They need an ideal age of 2.0 and it has 20% importance. They also need a reliability between 16,000 to 22,000 and it has 18% importance. They also need an ideal positioning, performance of 9.4 and a size of 10.6 and it has 16% importance. Next is actually the nano segment, and here we have the nano customer buying criteria, and here customers expect an ideal position, performance of 11.3 and 6.7 size, and it has 35% importance. A price 28 to 40 and it has 27% importance, and an ideal age of 1.0 and it has 20% importance. And lastly, a reliability or MTBF of between 18,000 and 24,000, it has 18% importance. Now into the last segment, which is the light segment. Here customers expect an age of 0.0 and has 34% importance. A price between 30 and 42 and has 24% importance. Ideal positioning, performance of 13.3 and a size of 8.7 has 22% importance. And lastly, a reliability or MTBF between 20,000 and 26,000, it has 20% importance. So that's what customers expect in each and every segment. So where next? We shall go back to the report so that we can adjust our decisions, so that we can make our decisions for this round. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay, and for instance, that's 350. Okay, back to the portal. We have our products here, namely ARC, Able, ECA, and lastly O or OW. So for ARC, I said that we can use performance of 13.3 and a size of 8.7. Then you can recalculate, and after recalculating, you can clearly see that our revision date is 13th of June 2024, and this is the positioning of the product on the perceptual map. For Able, I decided that we should use 7.3 and 12.7 for the size. And once we recalculate, you can clearly see that our revision date is 2nd of October 2024, and this is the positioning of our product. Next is ECA, and for ECA I decided that we should use 9.6 as the performance and a size of 10.4. Then you can recalculate, and after recalculating you can clearly see that our revision date is 15th of May 2024. Lastly, we have or OW, whereby we have I decided to use a performance of 12.0 and a size of 6.0. We can recalculate so that you can see our revision date, and our revision date is 10th of March 2024. The perception map simply shows us the positioning of our products in each and every segment, because each and every product comes from a different segment. Down you have the material cost and maybe the edge profile, and you can compare the old material cost and the new material cost, and maybe also you can compare the edge division in each and every product. That's all about the R&D, or the research and development, under the COMPXM. Next department is the marketing, and under the marketing is quite simple, because we're going to talk about the price of the product, the promo budget, we have the sales budget, and lastly we have the benchmark prediction, and also we have the forecast part, whereby we are now predicting the number of products that we want to sell in this round. So for instance, I decided after going through the report that for ARC we should use a price of 36.00 and adjust its promo budget to 1500. Also adjust the sales budget to 1500, and after going through the report very well and calculating the growth demand, I decided that we forecast to sell 1,300 products of ARC. Then you can recalculate and you see changes on the gross revenue, the variable cost, and lastly the contribution margin. For our product Able, I decided that we use a price of 18, a promo budget of 1500, and you should know that the promo budget helps us to increase something called the customer awareness, while the sales budget helps us to increase something called the customer accessibility. How accessible are our products to the customers? And for this, I decided that we sell 1,000 products of it. Once we recalculate, you'll see some changes under the gross revenue, the variable cost, and maybe the contribution margin. Next product is Eka, and for Eka I decided that we use a price of 21, promo budget of 1500, a sales budget also of 1500, and I decided that we forecast to sell 2400 products. Then we can recalculate, and after recalculating you see also changes under the gross revenue, the variable cost, and the contribution margin. Lastly, we have the O product, whereby I decided to use a price of 36, a promo budget of 1500, and a sales budget of also 1500. Sorry for that. And also decided that we sell 1600 products. And then we can recalculate, and after recalculating you'll see also changes under the gross revenue, the variable cost, and the contribution margin of this product. Down here we have the revenue forecast, whereby you can see how each and every product is generating revenue in the company. On the other side, you have the unit sales forecast, whereby you can see the number of products that we are forecasted to sell at the moment. That's all about the marketing department. Next department is the production. And also production is simple, because now we are responding to what we have already forecasted. For ARC, you can see that we forecasted 1,300 and we have an inventory of 215. So I decided that we should produce 1,100 products. Then we can recalculate. So for these, I decided that we use just a minute. We use 1,500. Sorry for that. For ARC, I decided that we sell 1,500. Sorry, and then we can produce 1,300 products. Then we can calculate. For Able, I decided that we have an inventory of 757, but we forecasted 1,000. So I decided that we can produce only 300 products. For Eka, we forecasted 2,400 and we have an inventory of 44. So I decided that we produce 2,400. For O, we have forecasted 1,600 and we have an inventory of 263. I decided that we can produce 1,400 products. Then we can recalculate. So that's how the production schedule works. Down here we have the physical capacity, whereby you can buy capacity for your products, and I decided to buy a capacity of 300 for that, and also a capacity of 300 for this. Actually, you can buy a capacity of 300, so that 600 for each and every product, so that you can avoid buying more capacity again. Actually, buying capacity simply means that you're increasing the chances, or you are simply increasing the your ability to produce more products in the company. So for now, you can see we shall have 600 plus 700 as the capacity in the next round. That's all. We did not make any changes under the automation because automation is quite expensive. So what we did is just to buy capacity. To buy capacity and to improve our plant at the moment. Next department is the human resource, and the human resource is quite simple because we always talk about our workers. And here we're talking mainly about the recruiting spend and the training hours. So I decided that we use a recruiting spend, which is usually a flat rate of 5,000 and training hours of 80. And our training hours of 80, then we can calculate. You can also see changes on our productivity index from 100% in the last year to 102.8% in this round, which means we are doing quite good at the moment. On the other side, we have the labor negotiations, which is not open at the moment, and once open, we shall make its changes. Next department is the finance department. And the finance department, we are going to talk about financing our company. And remember that we can finance our company only by taking loans. So at the moment, we decided to issue a long-term debt of 14,500. The maximum issue is actually 14,722. And once I issue that, you can see that we started the year with 32 million or 32,000 and we're ending the year with 36,000. So meaning we are doing quite good, even if it's just the first round in the simulation. Last department is the TQM. And at the TQM, we are simply talking about the TQM initiatives, and we normally have 10 TQM initiatives. So we normally issue 1,000 for each and every TQM initiative. This will help us to reduce the material cost. It will also help us to reduce something called the labor cost. It will also help us to increase something called the demand in the company, and it will help us to reduce the R&D cycle time, and also it will help us reduce the administration cost. That's how the TQM works. It normally helps in reduction of costs that we have in the company. So all costs are reduced by the TQM initiative. So I can click here so that we can see our score for round 1, and you can see that our score is quite good, 58.1 out of 80 for the round 1, which is quite good for the COMPXM exam. So during this period, if you need help in COMPXM or any related exam or the simulation, text me on the email on the description or on the WhatsApp number, and I'll sort you out. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like. Thank you.